This place is paradise. Round 3, heat 15 of the Hawaiian Pro out in the water. Patrick Gudauskas from the US of A. Jadson Andre from Brazil out of Melling, Australia. Victor Bernardo from Brazil. Here's a little something that went down while we were away, Pete.
Patrick G. See, at this point in time, you don't want to have those errors at the end of the wave. Victor Bernardo. Some falls to start this heat off. Little nerves.
The Gudang. Gudauskas, Patrick up into the lip. Bingo, another one. Trying to pull it down, and he does. Patrick getting loose in the lip a little bit on the end there.
Let's see what Gudang does. He sees that option. He weaves himself back there. As the higher tide, you got to get to that shallow water, which he's done there, trying to accentuate that final turn by pushing the tail out. Stalls in the lip slightly, so it upsets the flow. And then it reflects in the scores.
And that is cool. You and your bro making it through heats at Hawaiian at 10,000 out the back. Surfer in blue, Melling, looking for some open wall. Gets up into the lip. Glides up over it. Trying to find the toilet bowl section to bang away on. And he does. A couple of turns on the inside after a lip line float right there where he was gaining speed and momentum. Melling, strong core surfer. Great surfer in the bowl.
So Adam waiting a long time to finally get his first wave, 8 minutes into the heat. It's a good sized set wave. He did have to chase it down quite a bit to get to that open face, which he does. And it's going to be a pretty good start for him, considering that we haven't seen any really substantial scores yet. But even his score is going to come in that kind of mid to low range. So again, not enough impactful turns. Judges, even though he made it all the way to the channel and was able to carry a lot of speed, those floaters where he got kind of a little stuck and then the little snap, and not the biggest score there.
He's going to commit. Drops in off the bottom. Little setup, wiggle, and then straight up into the lip. Throws the tail and comes down with it. Board completely above his shoulder and head. So dynamic. One turn crack for the closeout right there from Jadson Andre from Brazil.
Good size set here. He's got a pretty solid back end. Missed that first turn, but definitely good, solid second on that closeout move.
So for one turn, you'll get a 4-point ride. Do 2 of those on a wave, you're into the excellent range. If he would have attacked that first section, like you said, Pete. Here he is moving around on the inside, probably looking at this little left. Jadson Andre, we saw him looking at it earlier. Does a nice little cut back into the power pocket of the wave. Looks like he's loading up into the lip, goes to the air, and he'll stick. The 180 rotation comes around, spins it out to complete on the inside.
Wonder what's going on here.
He could be coming in for a board change is what it looks like to me. Igarashi running down with his backup board.
As you see the replay here, this one cuts it back. He saw this coming. Gets that front side grab, lands backwards and rotates around. I wouldn't see that being a huge score, but look at this technique. Again, he's been able to do this for years. The front side grab, you see how he releases right before the landing. It's always good to let go of your board. When you go into your landing, helps cushion. And it's also a little bit more difficult when you let go.
Well, there he is running back out. So what happened right there is he came in. Igarashi came down with a backup board, but it wasn't the right one. He wasn't sure which one he wanted, but he had that board under his arms in the corner behind the rocks. So he ran down, he grabbed that other board, took the leash with him, restrapped the leash, and now he's on his way back out with another backup.
The crowning jewel at the end of the year, all 3 stops. And we could have a finals day as soon as tomorrow, but you got to check in. 7 o'clock, we're going to make the call, and you can check in at advancedtriplecrownofsurfing.com.
Bringing the pleasure every day, all day out the back. Surfer in yellow. Patrick Gudauskas throws up a nice turn to start. Good little hook right there. Another one. Oh, and his back foot comes off, but regains composure to go right back to work. That's what you got to do. The wave's not done until you are. So
it's not a whole lot of big scores. Nice first turn. connects with the lip, and let's see what happens here. As he lays into this turn, and he tries to push that fin through the tail block, but this is where he goes down. Again, that back foot flying off, goes down onto his bum, but pulls it back around. I mean, so you can't really score that specific maneuver on the wave, being that it really wasn't completed because he sat down. So the judges will take note of that. So those 2 turns out there will be scored, no problem. Here, a little sloppy, but pulls it back together and finishes the ride.
Well, a little better his scoreline with a 3.8.
How quickly Jadson made that change, and he's already in second priority.
Boom, out the back. Melling on a beautiful wall, looking for the open face, into the lip. Shuts down pretty fast as he throws it up into the white water. Cuts back into the power pocket, hits the white water again. A lot of core movement right there. Melling surfing with injury quite often.
A lot of the guys are dealing with. You know, he's had some knees that he's been lately dealing with. I think there is some back issues as well. But you just got to grit and bear it. As we see him wrap that cutty 2 in a row. Had to work hard to get to that last section. Well, I mean, just because they've got lethal backhands. Yeah. And I think that those, it's great scoring opportunities for them. Look at this set out the back, Strider.
Well, somebody's going to pick up the inside wave. That looks like Adam Melling. He's going to be up and out. But this next wave has got some meat on it. And Jadson Andre, your current heat leader, is going to be up on it. Off the bottom, finds the lip line, blasts right through it. Gorgeous off the top. Another beautiful snap to close it out. A 2-turn combo on a wave of size. And behind him, Bernardo is going to look for something down the line. Throws it up into the lip for a completion. But just not much on that.
Pretty easy, right? I mean, look at that. It's a well overhead wave. Knows how important it is. Connects with that first turn and straight to the bottom. Tags it again. So 2-turn combo on a nice size set wave. Trying to better a 4. Victor Bernardo on a smaller wave from behind it. And that wave shuts down really quick. So just the 1 move there. Pretty dynamic though. But just 1 move.
Needs a 5.23 to jump up into second out of Melling. A 3.30, not much in the requirement, as Pat Gudauskas sits in second, but just with a couple of threes. So averaging out on a mid-range 3. Scores dropping in right now. We got 6:04 on the clock. Another wave approaching. This is just heating up here in the dying of this thing. Here we go, Melling going left, trying to find something. Open face, kicks out. That thing kind of goes into deep water. A little bit of a paddle out the back. Looks like Victor Bernardo is going to look at the left himself. Does a little setup snap on the backhand. Still working, trying to find some more on the inside. Hits the lip a little bit right there, looking for the closeout jam. And he does a really nice job of pushing a little water. That's going to better all of his scores.
Yeah, that's definitely his best wave.
Don't know if it's the 4.96 or not. What do you think, Pete?
I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be just shy.
Melling sniffing around on the inside of the lefts, trying to get something going on the backhand. Cuts back into the section, hoping this wave stands up for him. He's going to have to work as this thing pulls away from him. Really hard to surf, like you said, especially on the backhand, as that thing just kind of pushes out to sea. Here we go. Okay, he's going to go back to the backhand. He's going to throw it up into the bowl. Nice little quick hit right there. I like that. And another one. So that's going to kind of mirror that other little left that he got. But it's not enough. He needs to get something substantial on the board. These other 2 surfers, Bernardo and Melling, needing just small scores. Split peak. Bernardo. Big, huge, laid out frontside hack. Can he hang on for the completion? He does. And Jadson Andre throws a huge air right over his competitor. I love it. This is what we're talking about, going for it. Jadson looking at the beach. Was that like going, what's going on here? We got 1:39 on the clock. Where are you going, Jaddy?
He put everything into this turn. It's going to be 1 turn, but look at that. The back foot somehow comes off, keeps his front foot planted, and rides out of it, and he loves it. Screams with joy. And then on the left, Jadson Andre already has 2 pretty good scores here, but he sets up this inside section, goes for the air over Pat G. Oh, he saw him there at the bottom. and couldn't land it.
Well, out the back, Melling is going to do a quick floater, come around this one, hit the lip. Nice little lip line climb from beneath it, and he's going to ride out of it. Only needed a 3.30 as Bernardo's score hasn't dropped in yet, which could widen the gap.
Well, even Pat's going to improve slightly.
Pat's going to drop his score to a 3.87, which changes things slightly
for Victor, right? So now he needs just to...
Well, early signs say no for Victor.
No,
we're going to take...
Yes.
Oh, they say yes? They do say yes at 2.474. Sorry. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right here as scores drop in. A 4.67. He gets the score. Victor Bernardo takes out Patrick Gudang. Gudauskas will bow out of this one. Hawaiian Pro Heat 15. Round 3 done and dusted. And there's a happy man on screen.